to like get a cry out in the car, look at your eyeballs and be like, all right, on to the baby shower. Like, it's just so humiliating to be alive.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Keep Me Young. I am Blake.
And I'm Heather.
And this is your weekly podcast to watch two millennials keep each other culturally relevant through pop culture, politics, media, entertainment, video games, whatever your heart desires, whatever our heart desires, really, because it's our show, damn it.
It is. And. It's
yes,
a podcast for two besties to gossip.
Kind of basically that at this point. And that's okay because now you're here. You're our bestie too. Hi.
Right.
Just kidding. Not too parasocial. Maybe a little. Maybe a little is a treat.
If you have our phone numbers and you listen to the pod and you text us, that's great. We love that.
Yeah.
Please keep it up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Under the guise of keeping everyone relevant, we're really chatting and keeping each other relevant.
Absolutely. And that's beautiful.
Watching each other age gracefully. Blake.
Yeah.
Happy belated birthday, King.
Thank you so much. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 32.
Hey.
The song hits a little different. It does. I love the remix. Thank you, Taylor, for making that. But
32 Taylor's version.
No, it's been lovely. I spent all of the buildup for it at my sister's bachelorette trip in Florida for a week, which is why we weren't able to get an episode up a couple weeks ago. Sorry about that. The Wi-Fi at my hotel was terrible, so I could not get it up in time.
And you know
but
what?
I was like, you know what? I'll take a week. Heather, you take a week too. We don't have to record next week. We'll just post a one that we recorded 2 weeks ago that next week. And it'll be fine. And so that's how you got last week's episode where I was saying I was going to go on vacation when I had already been on vacation. That's the power of movie magic, baby. That's show business, baby. Exactly. And so ever since then, my voice has been so like low because I feel like I've been like just I was yelling a lot there, obviously. And then like I had allergies in Florida and I don't know how the hell I got allergies on a beach where there's famously a lot of plant life.
And you're just like breathing in saline air, basically.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I don't know what the hell that was about. I talked with Heather about it. I was like, I think I'm allergic to bigotry. I'm allergic to Florida bigotry specifically, which is a whole different world.
Were you on the Atlantic side or the Gulf side of Florida?
I was on the Gulf side, I believe, because it's Tampa.
Because there's something called red tide. I was in St. Petersburg one time. There's something called red tide that's like just something in the water, like a bacteria in the water that they don't let you get in the water. And also it like makes your eyes water. It's like a sort of allergic reaction type of thing. So maybe there was some version of that. Cute, right?
Great.
So cute.
Great. Awesome.
The ocean itself.
Well, that would make a lot of sense because a lot of us were getting kind of like, towards the end of the week. Yeah, it was not fun. But yeah, no, ever since then, I've just been like slowly but surely getting myself back. Yesterday, I'm much better today. Yesterday, it felt like I got punched in the eye. Like I had so much pressure like around like my jaw and like my just my brow bone and all this other stuff. It was ridiculous. But it's fine. It's better today though. You just have a whole bunch of like miniature what are those called? The teeny tiny little planktons. Like, are they called sea monkeys?
Urchins? That sounds like a slur.
Oh, yeah, the little brine shrimp, little sea monkeys.
Yeah. That is really what they're called. You just have a whole bunch of those like in your sinus passageways now. Have fun.
Oh my God. I remember I had sea monkeys as a kid and I loved them so much. And I my first tank I ever got, they were like thriving. They were huge. They were doing a great job. And then I accidentally dropped them. Devastated.
And then you learned the powerful lesson of loss and grief at a young age.
The fragility of life.
Absolutely.
The fragility of life. I think I learned that actually before that because I had a hamster and we were cleaning its cage. And I don't know why my cat somehow got in and grabbed him and it was over.
Oh my God. That's really like violent. You saw the animal world right in front of you.
He just like, from my view, it looks like he just like picked him up and took him away.
Okay.
But then,
and you're like, they're friends. Great. Happy for them.
It was not great. It was it was not great. And then my second hamster was mean. Didn't like anybody. Super fast paced, blah, blah, blah. And then that
corporate world hamster.
Yep. That one, the cats don't have a cat when you have a hamster. Don't get a hamster when you already have a cat who has established their ground there. Knocked over the cage and it had a heart attack.
Blake, I didn't know any of
I knew about I unfortunately knew about the fragility of life very early on.
Wow.
But I also was slightly a sociopath because my mom was like, I'm so sorry, sweetie. Is there anything we can do to make you better and make you feel better? I was like, well, and then I got a Tune 10 online membership.
You freak.
I was a freak. I did feel horrible, but I also was like, yeah, I could get a Tune 10 online membership out of this though. I did feel really bad as he was
dead. You just had the Christmas list locked and loaded, ready to go.
Yes, this was like the next day after I'd already mourned a lot for this poor hamster. And keep in mind, I was a child, okay?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Sometimes we have our best interest at heart when we're 7, you know?
Ideally, in fact, we do have our best interest in heart when we're 7.
Exactly.
Oh my God,
but yeah,
incredible.
so I've definitely grown more since then.
Nice.
But yeah, no, it's at the bottom line, it's the dollar that matters, baby.
It's the online Toontown membership.
The almighty Toontown. Yeah, it's not the almighty dollar, it's the almighty Toontown online membership for $10 a month.
Hey, that's like not nothing back in that time.
And it changed that developed into World of Warcraft, and then it was just all downhill from there.
Yeah, and here we are. And viewers might notice a very familiar background, and that is true that we are both in Blake's homes right now. It has happened once again.
I'm in Texas, and Heather has to be in New York for a few weeks. I was like, use my room.
Yeah,
and so
we love.
Yep.
What a generous pal.
This is the Blake room tour.
The Blake room tour. Yeah. And, you know, if you're going to film, you might as well film where the professionals film. So here we are.
That's true. There's already like a setup for lighting and filming, and it's good. It helps a lot.
Outlets, and it's amazing. It's
so much easier to film when you don't have to set up all the other shit. I love it so much. But yeah. Oh well. Anyway, we won't tangent anymore because Heather has to go to a show later in Philadelphia.
I'm very like bippity boppity booing around now that I'm like back in a city where my friends are. I'm
full carry.
Full carry. I have this morning job that I've started doing, which is like an environmental advocacy group that like teaches sustainability through music. I'm obsessed. I love it so much. And that's been like early morning. And then I'm also doing gigs in the evening. And then I'm also like seeing friends. Who am I? This is not sustainable. I cannot withstand this schedule for more than like a month at a time. And luckily I won't have to. So I'm getting it all out of my system now. And then I'll share where I'm going next later. Y'all don't need to know everything.
Yeah, that's for you to find out in later episodes.
Right. For now, I am full carry, absolute full carry.
Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Well, that's beautiful. I think I will go ahead and start because I feel like it's probably going to end up being in the thumbnail. So why not do this one first? What is aging me is what I'm going to start with. And that is Trump and everybody getting shot at the media gala thing.
Here's the thing. I need you to describe it as if I have never heard about it because I, in fact, did not hear about it.
It happened like last night. Yeah, it happened last night.
Great. Okay.
It's okay to not know yet. So basically what happened is Trump was they had that like, if I get words wrong, if I get things wrong, this is very fresh information. So I apologize if I don't know much at all. Or I describe it poorly, blah, blah, blah. We're not journalists. We're vibes. We're
vibes-based performance artists.
I've always said that. Exactly. It really gets all the accountability out the window and it's kind of beautiful. So last night, Trump went to the, I forget what it's called, the journalist something, like the media something. It's all the people like in media, like journalists and like news correspondents, things like that.
There have been like comedians to go. White House Correspondents Dinner?
Famously, it's comedians. Yes, the White House Correspondents Dinner. That's exactly what it is. Thank you. Heather, you know more than me about this. Okay. What are you talking about? So the White House Correspondents Dinner was going on. And famously, normally they do have a comedian. Apparently this time, Trump has not been to one of these in a very, very long time. Trump decided he's going to go to this time. They're going to have a mentalist instead of a comedian. So that way there's less jokes being had about Trump. Because there's two. One of the major awards happening is an award to, I believe, the New York Times or whoever it was that posted the Epstein letter with the body silhouette. That's one of the people getting the major award.
Sorry?
And so The Epstein letter, the famous Epstein letter that has that silhouette.
I know, but they're getting. Oh, I see. Okay,
They're getting an award for outing that.
I understand. Not the person.
Not for writing it. No,
Got it.
no, it's not. We're not giving a posthumous Jeffrey Epstein award. No, don't worry.
Excuse me, what? I understand. Great.
It's like, we've lost the plot. Then it's just gone. It's out the window. Great. No, but no, it's to the people shedding light on that. Yeah, it's to the people shedding light on that. And then there's another person getting an award for another thing, and I can't remember what it is right now. And it makes me so I'm so mad because it's another big like fuck Trump moment. But
incredible. So despite like regardless of the president who's in office, it's still like run by people who are sane.
Yeah, because that's supposed to be like the point of the media, basically, like these correspondents is to kind of like be the level-headed, objective person, and objectively,
you are not above us, the media.
Awful, right? And objectively, he's absolutely fucking awful.
Cool.
And that's why it's always like like a really big deal when a journalist gets killed or things like that in other countries and things like that. So like it's I don't know. So with that though, Trump was going to go up and give a speech and then leave after that. And the speech was basically just going to be him ripping on all of these correspondents. Like everybody was like rolling their eyes. People were not going to end up going to this dinner. Apparently less people showed up too, because they're like, what's the point? I'm just going to go there. Trump's going to rip on me for like 30 minutes and point at me. And then he's going to go and he's going to leave. He's not going to stay for the full gala. He's leaving the second he finishes that speech because he's of course a 5-year-old piece of shit.
Yeah.
And so but the wildest thing is that Trump said before this, or his main lady, the blonde pregnant one that's like a child and is married to a 40-year-old that like does the press secretary or whatever. Y'all know who it is. His press secretary.
The one who sat weird on the couch. I thought she got fired.
I thought she did too, but I think maybe she's still not quite out yet.
Oh no, it's a different Caroline Levitt.
Caroline Levitt. That's what it was.
Just a different
Caroline Levitt.
Okay.
I believe Caroline Levitt said during their last like info dump about Trump, said that Trump is going to go to the White House Correspondents Dinner and shots will be fired. And then the White House Correspondents Dinner happened, and somebody showed up with a shotgun, a pistol, and 2 knives, and got to get that far because he was a guest at the hotel where they were hosting it.
Smart.
And so smart.
Good planning.
Listen, game respects game. It's bad, but at the end of the day, good move.
That's how you do it. Oh my God.
Then he got like tackled and taken down before he could hurt anybody. Like everybody's alive and fine. So this guy's like from Caltech. He's a grad student. So I can't wait for them to say that. So this is what's aging me though, is that I'm very much being aged by what's about to be the shitstorm that's going to happen this week because of this. Like I'm not looking forward to all the different pity party things that's going to happen. And I will say, I can say all this right now because nobody got hurt and everybody's fine. Like if people had been injured or like, killed or things like that, I probably would have more of a sympathetic view about this right now.
Sure.
But right now I'm just kind of rolling my eyes at what's about to happen. I'm not looking forward to this media like cycle this time. Cause I know that now the Caltech guy, they're going to be like anti-academia. Cause they're going to be like, academia made this guy like want to shoot people. And then they're going to do all this stuff. They're like, why don't they ever like do this to Democrats? Famously JFK, the biggest Republican in the world, apparently, I guess. And then I guess Abraham Lincoln, the biggest like, conservative that ever lived, not progressive in any way whatsoever when he was assassinated.
Yeah.
So like but I can't wait for it to be that. No, also, and this sounds horrible. So they pulled whenever the shots went off. First of all, JD Vance ran, like ditched his wife, like ditched every girl around him. This tough guy, rich, everybody around him.
Is anyone surprised?
No, absolutely not. And then Trump, of course, after they figured it out, ran and he fell and it was really funny. And then, as they were carrying him off swiftly, might I add, I can't help but notice the lack of Trump turning around and going fight this time. Because this one was probably real. And I'll just put it at that.
As opposed to the ear one.
As opposed to the ear one, which was absolutely fake. I'm sorry. I'm a conspiracy theorist at this point. It was absolutely fake.
No, me too. I've seen enough videos that are like, here's what happens if you actually got shot. Here's what happens. Like the most convincing video was somebody who had gauges in their ear. And they're like, this is what happens when a hole gets put in your ear. It doesn't just heal and grow back.
No, it doesn't just heal like that. And especially not in the matter of 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think that was totally right. But this one we don't think was planned. And he actually think it was real just because hoping people would fight.
I think it was real mostly because Trump fell and because he didn't do the whole dog and pony show this time.
Right.
So yeah, that's what's aging me. We'll see what happens with that. Woohoo. Great.
Right. Well, thank you for keeping me on the cutting edge.
Of course. So nobody go to grad school. Apparently it'll make you a shooter. Can't wait for them to say that. Cannot wait for them to say that this week.
Let's make a bingo card of like what people are going to say about grad school.
Probably.
Oh my God. Well,
anyway, do you want to do young or aging?
I'll go with aging too, and then we'll end with a lighter note. My aging is much lighter, and yet part of a bigger problem, and that is Klay Thompson cheating on Megan Thee Stallion. And
crazy.
If Megan Thee Stallion and Beyonce aren't safe, what are we doing?
No one's safe.
What are we doing? Is it men who are the problem? Is it like famous men who are the problem? Is it monogamy who's the problem? Is it fame that's the problem? What are we doing? Because this clearly isn't working. And like, also for somebody, I feel like Megan Thee Stallion, less so than Beyonce, was like, I wasn't even planning on being in a relationship. Damn. All right. Like, I'm here. I'm in it. Like, she doesn't scream like, oh, I have to be wifed up, you know?
Yeah.
She was
I completely agree.
Like taking it easy, doing like soft launches, taking her time. And even the baddest bitch that I'm aware of, even her, she is not immune. So
yeah.
Now we have Klay Thompson on the pod to answer a few questions.
Can you imagine? To answer your questions? Oh my God, Klay, how's it going? I see you're in a bulletproof vest. That's smart. That's smart.
Yeah, I obviously side with Miss Thee, and I don't know. I don't have much more to say to that other than just like, what are y'all doing? What is the problem? How can we make this not keep happening? Or is it like
I agree.
part of the sick game that straight people play where like there has to be friction and it has to keep happening? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't blame you on that. I mean, the Beyonce getting cheated on was like the moment. It was like the veil was lifted. It was like, oh, no man is good. No man is good.
I think so.
Well, Jay-Z in particular, though, you give a guy a lot of money and he either cheats or becomes like an absolute monster.
Right. Is it money? Is it?
I think it's fame. I think
whatever
fame gets
it
people more than
takes
anything.
For you to be more popular than you were when you were a kid. Maybe that's it.
I think so. I think a lot of these people that become famous are making up for lost time in things, like they gave up something in their past, or they didn't have it, or they had like family that was like difficult, or things like that. And so then they just like get all this stuff and they can get whatever they want at their fingertips. And they never grew up during that time. Like, you know, they never like grew because they weren't in like that kind of environment where they could grow healthily.
These are not adults, right? These are not adults that we're dealing with, but they have adult money and adult influence, and they are making adult choices. But really, they're like 11-year-olds who are like, girls like me.
Like you gave an alcoholic a bunch of alcohol, basically. Like it was bound to happen. You gave somebody who's, and I will say, from what I can tell, Hollywood emotionally stunts you at whatever age you get famous at. I think you stay that age forever.
100%.
So a lot of these people, it's like they're famous and they got famous when they were like 22. Mm-hmm. And contrary to popular belief, like when you're 22, you're still so baby brained, like without even knowing.
The choices I made as a senior in college, holy moly, that's not an adult.
Absolutely. So I think that's why. And you just gave him a bunch of money. It's like if you gave a 22-year-old $1 billion, what is a 22-year-old going to do successfully with $1 billion? Most of them. I will say there's probably some business owners and stuff at 22, whatever. But they also came from families who knew how to do that. Like, it's not like people that just like did it for fun.
Yeah. And they're just going to want to like make out with girls at the school dance. That's all.
Exactly. And that's kind of what Jay-Z and Klay Thompson wanted to do, is just make out with a bunch of girls at the school dance, I think.
It just bums me out. And I also like, I'm in a very like, what is partnership? What are relationships moment in life? And like, what are they? What is that? If that's like the only agreement for what it is, I mean, that's not the type of relationships that I necessarily am seeking out, is like we only love each other and we don't look at anybody else. And like, I don't know about monogamy in general in that way, but also like, if that's what you're basing your relationship on, that's the whole thing, my dude. Like,
that's its whole thing.
That's the whole thing.
And I will say, like, I don't subscribe to monogamy. Sure. I mean, I would consider myself monogamous, but like, I'm definitely not the type where like, I don't know. I don't get these couples that are like porn is cheating and like finding other people attractive is cheating and like all this. I'm like, that's y'all are weird. Y'all have way too much time on your hand thinking about your other significant other.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, that's kind of where it comes from for me.
But then also, I think there's this like weird contract where like cheating is the only thing that makes it black and white. Like, oh, this relationship is over. Because like you can forgive bad behavior, you can forgive being ignored, you shouldn't, we all have. And like you can forgive not being compatible, blah, 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 all of these things in order to like maintain this good, quote unquote, good looking relationship. But cheating's kind of the only thing, not only somebody could like kill your dog or something, but you know, like the socially, like the cultural thing that's like, oh,
that's like the one.
Yeah. So like, I wonder if it gets used as like oh, this is my only way out. We couldn't possibly just like break up because it's not going well. Like I have to blow it up. I have to cheat.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm getting far too philosophical about this. And
no, I get it. Listen, when Megan Thee Stallion gets cheated on, you get philosophical about it. That's fair.
I'll be watching all of her videos and thinking about how beautiful she is. Thoughts and prayers.
Absolutely. And she's just like a really nice person too, from what I can tell. So I'm just like, ugh.
And smart and a great actor and like super really professional. Smart. Anyway, it's not her. It has nothing to do with her.
Nothing's real.
Nothing's real. And what is keeping us young?
What is keeping us young? I had one in my brain and okay. Euphoria is back. And for me, that's a fun one. And I, contrary to what everybody on Twitter fucking says, I don't care. Yeah. I'm excited that Euphoria is back on. I think that
like all the same actors.
Oh, same people. Oh, I thought you said when people. I was like, when people what? Same people, yes. Yes, same people. Zendaya apparently filmed all of her stuff in the matter of like 2 months or something, or like it was very short, very short time. And so we'll see what happens. But you know what? God bless her. That is an actor, boots down. Like she has been in 3 episodes so far. And I'm like, that's not even Zendaya. Like Rue, it's just a different person. Somebody tweeted, Rue puts on those Converses and it's like the Green Goblin mask. Like the lesbianism just takes over her body. And like, that's just a different woman. That is a butch lesbian, and it is not the same person as Zendaya at all. And it is so impressive. She's acting her ass off. Right. I think the rest of the cast is doing well as well. Like I don't know. Euphoria has so much shit surrounded by it now but I just absorbed the show on its own. Well, because Sydney Sweeney was like semi-MAGA for like a minute with like the blue jeans ad, but then like took it back. So I don't know.
Sort of, but weird and Republican.
Well, she had relatives that were Republicans, and I've never subscribed with like that person sucks because they're like third uncle voted Trump. Like, shut up, get any life but this.
Right.
But but now she's definitely been more like on the nose of like probably MAGA, and so that
she seems like a white lady who like maybe thought she was going to get away with things because she's hot and white. And then people were like, hey, so, what? And she was like, oh, you noticed? Oh,
Oh, yeah, exactly. And she like, she's not good enough of an actor to back that up also.
You said
like, she's good in Euphoria. I think she's totally fine in Euphoria. But she's supposed to be this vapid, thoughtless person. She plays vapid, thoughtless in every role that she plays. And it doesn't make sense for a lot of them. Like the one that I just watched The Housemaid. And The Housemaid, first of all, incredible movie. I loved it. I haven't had that much fun since Gone Girl. And I love Gone Girl. I need to go see
movies. I haven't seen movies in so long.
I was watching them on the flight. I watched them on the plane during vacation. Smart. I love a plane movie. I love a plane movie. I can be the busiest soul in the world. I will still stop everything I'm doing on a plane. 100%. And I will watch a movie. I love watching movies on a plane. And so I watched The Housemaid. Phenomenal. I loved it so much. I'm sure there's like things that you can pick apart about it. I don't really care at this point though. I was thoroughly entertained start to finish. People were like, it's too long. No, it's not, because there's like 3 whole like plot arcs that happen back to back. Like, I remember there was a point where I was like, there's no way this movie, like, how does this movie still have an hour and a half left? There's a lot of reason why that movie has an hour and a half left. And it was very, very wonderful. It was a good time. It was a very good time. Because Amanda Seyfried acts her pussy off.
Right.
She
there's
is
another one.
so fucking good. She's so good. And so she's carrying that.
Sydney Sweeney's like, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sydney Sweeney's like fine. Sydney Sweeney's like fine in it. I remember very specifically there is a scene in the very beginning where Amanda Seyfried is hiring Sydney Sweeney to be the housemaid, and she's like giving her a tour of the house, and she's like, this area is probably going to be the baby area. I haven't told my husband yet, but we're expecting. And Sydney Sweeney literally goes, oh, congratulations. Like, it's like, literally, it's like, she's like, don't tell him yet, because it's so early. I don't want to like jinx it. And she's like, oh no, totally, congratulations. Like, she's got this like stank face while she says congratulations. I'm like, girl, try a little. Everything's just so, again, it's just, everything's so shallow. Like, and it works for some characters. And she's a beautiful woman. I will never deny that. But
thank goodness.
Damn, that can only carry you so far. I feel like, I don't know.
Only
there was
for
like
so
moments.
long too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. There's going to come
only
a day
for so long, indeed.
There might be a world where we get a project with both Zendaya and Connor Story. Can you imagine?
Oh, that'd be beautiful. Oh my God, the acting in that's thespians, baby. That's thespians.
I hope we get it.
But same for Jacob Elordi. Jacob Elordi is another one that like between these two seasons has shown off that like I'm a fucking actor and good for him. And so I've really loved it, and I think he's just absolutely gorgeous. Even as Nate, I don't care. Like, he's one of those people like, yeah, I'd let him be mean for like a week or two. He's really, really hot, unfortunately.
I'm just 7 feet tall, unfortunately.
Yeah, really exactly. And Bill, like, damn, beautiful face. But so Euphoria's back. I really enjoyed it. It's like 3 episodes deep. It's really, really good. I love it. A little bit of aging because people just don't know how to consume media, and it's like absolutely revolting to me. Like, people don't know how to watch multi-season arcs of characters. Like, people are like, why didn't they tie that knot with like this thing in the last season? Like, it immediately gets resolved in the beginning of the 3rd season. You just have to watch a show like it's a show, and y'all don't know how to do that. And so
no, because everybody's used to watching like 20-minute entire arcs on YouTube or something,
where they explain the internal monologue of the character out loud to you as if it's a soliloquy as well. Like, it's like, but this is not. We stopped doing that during Shakespearean times because we learned how to evolve in storytelling. Like, that's why we stopped. We got it. We learned that our audience is
and then we got it.
We learned that our audience is not completely stupid. And so that's why we don't always, it's literally called show, don't tell, because that is what makes it better. Yeah. And a lot of people online do not get that. And it really drives me crazy. Oh my God, this is not really a perfect example of that. It's just another example that like pissed me off of like how people like respond to media and stuff like that. But on this Euphoria new season, there's a scene where people are drug muling, and that requires eating balloons of drugs.
Incredible.
Like filled with drugs, which is a real thing that happens. And the 2 people that are doing it this time are women. And so the second a woman does, and here's the thing about Euphoria culture. The second a woman does anything in Euphoria, immediately people are saying Sam Levinson is a pervert and he hates women. Anytime a woman does literally anything in the show, there are arguments to be made about some scenes. Sure, whatever. But in my opinion, I think that Sam Levinson is just doing stuff like how you would do like a play that just goes for it. And he does very like, I don't know, because there's scenes with men that are very explicit too in this. Like, I don't know, like Jacob Elordi's character has like a dream at one point that his dad is topping him. Like it's like it goes there. Thank you for that being your reaction. Because like I'm just like because people are like he's a pervert. That's disgusting. I'm like, no, that's kind of like raw and like that. It's cool that a show finally fucking goes there psychologically about stuff. Because like that's what plays do. That's what stage plays do. Like they always go that extra mile. They always talk about that extra thing. And like, I miss that. Like, that's what I like about like live theater is that they really go for this shit a lot of the time. And like, and so much of this stuff on TV has been so like, just like sandpapered down to like this very crystal clear, like storylines. And it drives me crazy. And so they're doing the same thing with this drug muling thing because it's 2 girls and they show the scene for like 2 minutes. It's a lot to take in, but I think, but that's the point. It's them just like trying their hardest to get these like drug balloons into their system because you're trying to show this shit really happens and it's really dark and bad. And so people are like, it's just a fetish. Like it's not, it's literally what happens. It's not a fetish if it's what literally happens.
They're like trying to swallow it or trying to put it up a hole.
It's them trying to swallow it, and they're like gagging sometimes, and they're just showing that it's gross. They're just showing a gross scene, and so these people are like, it's all just like fetish content. I will not allow this, blah blah blah. Like, and like, it drives me fucking crazy that they can't just like absorb media for. I don't know. It's interesting. There are smarter people than me that can argue this, but I'm just like, I just think that they're showing how raw this stuff is. Like, it's not like a super stretched out scene. It's not like we're watching the entire hour of this. Right. It's just like, it's like 10 seconds longer than like what you would maybe hope for in that scene. And whatever, that's his directorial choice. But like, I don't know. I like when shows get gross. I like when shows get weird. I like when shows get dark. Maybe my dark twisted fantasy. I think that's normal human. I think that's just actually a human normal like compulsion. And I think that we spend too much time acting like we don't have those compulsions as humans, like wanting to see that. I like watching that because I'm never going to do it. Like I like playing like Grand Theft Auto. I like playing super violent, murderous people because I'm never going to do that in real life. Well, so like I like the same thing with these shows. We hope, fingers crossed. That's unless like I go to grad school. Grade when you learn about like medieval torture devices, and you're like, wait, you're fascinated. They're fascinating. Hold on, those YouTube videos of top 10 torture methods of the past, people get millions of views every time because it's fascinating. It is. It's sick. It's wild. It's wild to watch these other cultures and see it's wild to see these other timelines and human behaviors and know that humans are capable of that. There's something fascinating about the fact that a human could actually have the capability of doing that. There really is. Stretching your limbs away from each other. Ugh. Exactly. It's not like sexual arousal, but it makes you like aroused. Like your body's just exactly like, oh, what? Ah. Exactly. I was watching a YouTuber, Chronically Online Girl is what she calls herself for like the presentation stuff, but her name is Nikki. Nikki Nasty is like her name on Nasty? Nikki Nasty is like her Nicole Raffi. It's Nikki Nasty on TikTok. But Nicole Raffi does like these series of like recounting this stuff, and she was talking about Euphoria, and she was like, here's the thing, I still like Euphoria, people shit on it all the time, but I like Euphoria because I don't put any expectations into it. Like I'm just sitting down and I'm down for whatever ride he puts me on, and it's great, and I enjoy it for that. People go into these TV shows with expectations of their perfect character, and I'm like, that's just not how this works. That's not how good TV works. If you can expect it, that's bad. Then you should be watching King of Queens with Blake's husband. You know? Yeah. Oh, he's hot too. I need to add him on my Tomodachi Life Island. He's really hot. I think he's like I think real life guy like ended up being kind of MAGA, which is sad. But that kind of makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Not Leah Remini. Remini? Still hot. Remini? Oh, no, not Leah Remini. No. Obsessed. And still hot though. I'm sorry. I'll say it. Like I'm still real. I'll still admit when somebody I think is hot, even if they have bad political. I'm not gonna do it. But I'll admit when they're hot. Like Sydney Sweeney's gorgeous. I'll say that, even though she's really gorgeous. Horrible takes. Yeah. I don't like when somebody like. I also don't like when you disagree with somebody and immediately you're like, oh well, they're ugly anyway. Their hairline's bad. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you wanted to fuck them. That's the thing, right? That's the thing. We should learn that being hot does not mean somebody's good, and being ugly doesn't mean that somebody's bad. There, Heather. We can separate them, Heather. And we can hate somebody and resent them and not like the choices that they've made and be like, and ultimately they are attractive. That's okay. Completely. And that is a beautiful take. And that keeps me young, I will say. So it keeps you young. Oh, beautifully done. Let me remind myself. Oh my gosh. I don't give a shit about Coachella. I didn't. I do like that Justin Bieber song, blah, 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 hallelujah, blah, 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 hallelujah. Because I come from the church and I love when like people are using it ironically on the internet now when they're like bacon, egg, cheese, bagel, hallelujah. Salt, pepper, ketchup, hallelujah. I'm obsessed. Bacon, love this trend. That's how I live my life, basically. Beautiful. And it's Billie Eilish getting pulled up on the stage. I was served so many of these videos and then I sought them out and now I've seen 8,000 of them. But like one less lonely girl, baby. I mean, also I love to sing Justin Bieber songs at karaoke. I went to second April birthday karaoke party a few days ago, if you can believe it. Oh my God, I'm not original. I feel yours jilted. Happened first, so I won. Exactly. Yeah, you won. And so like Justin Bieber stays in my zeitgeist at least, but not really like his life or what he's up to or whether or not he misses Selena Gomez. I don't really think about those things. Every so often I do. Right.
But this like lore of Billie Eilish being obsessed with him and these videos, also I am actually genuinely obsessed with Billie Eilish and like how.
And she's always been very vocal about her love of Bieber.
That's the thing. But like being young, who knows how old she is in these videos where she's just like, sometimes I cry because I think about having a boyfriend and I just know that I'm not going to love him as much as Justin Bieber. But like straight face to camera, couldn't be more than like 15
She's
years
always
old,
been
probably
so
younger.
funny. She's always been so funny.
But even like as such a young person being like so hilariously over the top and sarcastic and
meant to be on the stage.
Oh, and then to get pulled on the stage and she was just geeking, like clearly geeking out and hugging on him.
For our younger listeners who might not know, Justin Bieber used to, in concerts, pull people up and sing One Less Lonely Girl to her. And it was like, that was like, you could have, if you went back to school that next week and said that happened to you, you are proclaiming that you are the second coming of Jesus Christ.
You've made it. For the rest of your life, you've made it.
The rest of your life. Guarantee every girl that had that happen still thinks about it at least weekly.
Oh my God. He was just so big when he was young. I mean, we had like, before him, we had like Aaron Carter, we had Jesse McCartney, we had Lil Bow Wow, we had who, I'm forgetting somebody, but like there were other people.
Lil Romeo was
Lil
almost
Romeo,
a
that's
thing.
who I was trying to think of. He was, he had like a shorter moment than the others, but like, but Justin Bieber just really, he came after all of those and really like swept in a way
like,
that,
I'm going to show you how to do it.
And then like stayed famous longer than any of the others too.
Yep.
Oh my God. And just the fact that he was like some rando in Canada singing with a voice of the gods on YouTube and got, I mean, you know, it's a real rags to riches story.
Absolutely.
If you
and
only
then it was
know
with Usher,
him.
who I feel like Usher's about somebody. I remember when the Diddy stuff happened and they were still going through all the files. Somebody was like, all right, y'all listen to Usher as long as you can, because you only got like 2 weeks left.
But then it never happened, right? He's still,
I don't think it ever happened. But now he's touring with Chris Brown. So like there's something going up.
Buddy, no.
I know.
Oh,
no one
sucks.
is at that rock bottom. No one is at that rock bottom to tour. I would not tour with Chris Brown if given the opportunity. Are you kidding me? And I have way more to gain than Usher has to gain. What are we talking about?
That's a bummer. Aw. I really thought Usher was going to stay on top, but
no.
Bummer.
Well, that's I don't know. We'll see. When Usher suddenly gets very vocally religious, that's when we'll know that he got found on the list.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a matter of time. But yeah, I will be listening to all of Usher's hits as long as I can. But yeah.
You still can. Now he's friends with a girl hitter, I guess. So that's not great. But he's not. So
he's not. We don't know that he is, at least.
So bad taste in people.
Yeah.
But I guess I could still listen to somebody for that. That's fine.
Yeah. There's just only so much left. Okay.
Listen, I'm a pretty big advocate of separate the art for the artist and list it like an absolute monster. So like that's fair.
Yeah. Still love Usher's music. Like loved Usher's music growing up.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
Chris Brown though, I'm like, off. I mean, Chris Brown, who cares? Anyway, his music's not that good. Like, why do you need it that bad?
Really in the clubs in a big way in like the 2010s. It was fun to dance to. And also like it could have been swapped out with anything else, you know?
Exactly. I'm like, what Chris Brown song is like your comfort song where you cannot give it up after he's being like, you know, a monster. Right. I just don't care. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah. But I get it. It was hard for me to give up Azalea Banks after the Israel stuff.
Do you know what was hard for me was Ignition Remix. And R. Kelly is a monster.
Yeah, monster.
But you know, you learn those songs in like middle school and then they stay in your brain forever. And you're like, oh man, youth group. Ignition Remix.
Yeah, exactly. It's always like a weirdly at a church. Yep.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Happy for Billie Eilish. Thrilled. Yes. Honestly, thrilled for Billie Eilish.
Thrilled.
And / a little bummed because I really thought she was heading toward lesbian. Like the signs all seemed like they were pointing in that direction.
She still could be. But like she's bi.
Definitely. The fangirling for someone who's like, I mean, I guess Justin Bieber, when he was younger, was giving lesbian, but like
giving a little bit of Ellen.
The fangirling so hard for Justin Bieber is a step, obviously a very big step in a non-gay direction.
Sure.
And I hate to see it.
But at the same time, Renee Rapp got like so much backlash online for some reason for saying that Connor's story was hot, or said that the Heated Rivalry guys were hot. And people were like, oh, you're not gay then.
Excuse me?
They're like, you're not gay, you're bi. I'm like, I literally talk about how hot women are all the time. And I would never have sex with a woman.
Get a hobby.
Well, I guess I should never say never, but like probably never going to have sex with a woman.
Yeah, but you can find people attractive. That can just be its own category. You can find people attractive. You don't want to have sex with them. You never want to talk to them. You hate their choices and their politics. Yeah. And they can also just be attractive. You have eyes. So
yeah. Unfortunately, the age range that makes culture is also always the age range that loves labels. Yeah. Is kind of the problem. So like we'll always have labels. That's the problem. Because like you don't really, when you get into your 30s, like you don't give as much of a shit at all. Because like somebody was in my comments the other day being like, oh my God, daddy's back. And then they edited it and they were like, oh, I don't know if I should call him daddy or not. But I don't care what you call me.
Oh, about you. Oh my God, amazing.
Like positive connotation is all that matters. As long as you're doing it in a positive light, you can call me the F slur. I don't care. Did
they think because it was gendered or because of age or because of
because like, I guess technically, okay. I'm putting words in their mouth when I say this, but I think that people younger than us have a much stronger sexual connotation of the word daddy than I do.
Oh. Yeah, I have a friend who calls everything and everyone daddy in just like daddy. Like, yeah, it's just kind of fun. Whereas, and silly.
I don't know. I think like younger people think it's like a much more sexual term, which I guess culture changes, words change. It could be, but
it doesn't
in my
mean
brain,
I'm going to top you if you call me daddy. Those two things could happen, but one doesn't mean the other, you know?
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, that's also a general message to anybody. You can call me anything. I don't care. Because so people like you can call me he, she, they. I don't care about that either. Like I really younger people just care so much more about labels. And I get it. I cared about labels more when I was younger. But you just like get a little bit older. You're like, it's not worth it.
Well, there's so many more options now too for young people. And I imagine it's a little bit of a minefield walking through all of it because a lot of people have big opinions about it. And some people, people have infinity amount of ways to react to it because there are infinity amount of people and opinions. But like,
yeah, for sure.
I could imagine. I mean, I just, one of the first times that I learned this lesson was at youth group, on a mission trip. That's right. In like a church gymnasium where we're all just sleeping on a hard tile floor, which is insane to me that our parents paid for us to do this quote unquote summer camp, which was like sleeping on the floor and doing physical labor, construction work in our teens. Anyway, all of that aside, we were telling dead baby jokes. Do you remember that era?
Oh, we talked about this on the podcast like a few months ago too. That we did dead baby jokes like crazy. I mean, we lightly touched it, but yeah, no, that was a big old thing back in like what 2008, 2007.
This would have been even before that. This was like, and maybe it's just because it was like it lasted for this long, but like it did last a while. Yeah, this must have been like 2003 or 2004.
Yeah. I mean, I could see it. I just was like in 3rd or 4th grade. So people didn't make like, they just weren't going to make jokes like that as much in like 3rd or 4th grade. Right. Middle school though, middle school time came around and it passed on, the baton was passed to the new generation. Yeah. And they were like, it was things like, you know, what's funny? The one dead baby, 2 dead babies. Like it was like that was everywhere. That was our everywhere. Humor. And then we thought it was funny.
We did think it was funny.
We thought it was funny.
Yeah. And that's how bad it used to be. But like, yeah. And then a man whose wife had I apologize if I already said this on the pod, but a man whose like wife had probably had a miscarriage was like, that's not funny. I was like, oh, I've learned something today. But there's so many more versions of that. Like that was the one and only thing that we had at the time. But like, there's so many more versions of that to like sidestep and avoid now.
That's the thing that I don't envy that because at least we got to like flail and find out what's bad through trial and error. Yeah. You don't really. Yeah, that's true. It sucks for them because they don't really get trial and error now because everything's online and recorded. And so if you mess up once, even when you're like a teenager, it'll follow you forever. And that's so lame.
The fact that somebody could take a screenshot.
I'm sure I've said things on this podcast before that I'm like, I've learned since then. And that's only been a few months. Like things like people grow and they change.
But it is crazy that like it doesn't seem like it count, even though it's been recorded. I'm kind of like, but everything's recorded, whatever. Like that's a crazy.
That's also fair.
Change.
Well, I will say that's kind of a thing. Is that like so many things like scandals, quote unquote, happen all the time now and stuff that like if you don't give it a lot of weight, then it'll pass over most likely, unless you're a monster. Like if you missay something, whatever. Like you'll grow up. If you like
double and triple down on it, though, then
if you triple down on it, I'm side eyeing for sure. Right. But. Right. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting with that kind of stuff. I saw a video the other day, and this sounds accusatory as well, but I do see the patterns of like, because I hate to be the millennial talking about Gen Z, because I'm only like 3 years away from Gen Z. So like there's a lot of their isms that I have as well. But Gen Z in particular culturally is very much obsessed with this like, not really redemptive kind of thing. They're more so into this like, you mess up, and in order for them to feel like they have any power in this world, they will dog on you till the end of your days. And so like, it's kind of one of those things. Like they'll hold against you. There's no room for forgiveness. There's no room for redemption. It's just, it's purely just like holding it over your head forever. Yeah. Even if you show no signs of doing it anymore or saying it anymore, or if you truly regret it. And even if you apologize, they get really mad if you apologize. Like, it's right. I don't know. Nothing's right. And so let's all work to not do that. Because I've had my tendencies to do that sometimes about people I don't like. But let's all work to be better at not doing that, maybe. Unless they're absolute monsters and I get it.
What's it called? Restorative justice? Which means like bully people, but then like bully them into being better. Don't just like ostracize them for the rest of their life. You can bully people into being better, you know?
Yeah. The
Removing
end goal,
them from society doesn't always do it.
Right. The end goal, lest we forget, is to make them better. So
Yeah. Got to hold their hand a little bit, bully them a little bit, hold their hand a little bit, bully them a little bit.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
So yeah. Interesting.
Let's see. Redemptive.
It's time. Oh, sorry.
I was going to try and find it. No, we can just jump in.
Oh, you know what redeems me from my hunger?
Oh, there it is. I know what it is.
It is my Depression Meal Monday. Yes. Perfect. Beautiful. What's yours?
Mine is a classic. I moved around. I like did some pet sitting and now I'm at Blake's house, but I did some moving around in where I would like get groceries at one house, try and move them over to the next house, but then ultimately I'd forget things. So I was in a valley of groceries and in a new home, and I looked around and I said, "Uh-oh, one of my old faithfuls is here." And I did go back to a favorite of mine in like my early 20s, which is flour tortilla with ketchup on it.
Spicy. Y'all mind if a white guy speaks a little Spanish?
Exactly. It's so good. It's been literal years since I've had this, and I used to get a lot of flack for it, which, hey, let's not shame our friends for what they eat. But I do understand that it's an absolutely absurd snack. And I'm not like eating as much gluten now, but seeing those flour tortillas and seeing the ketchup in the same fridge, I said, oh shit, here we go. And it was amazing. And I only had two. And then I was like,
the foul temptress of the tortilla and ketchup.
Yeah. I only had, and they were little ones too. I think that made a difference. They were like the teeny little tortillas.
Totally.
And then that was it. And I wasn't disgusted. I was just like, okay, checking in on an old friend. They're still there. Yeah. What about you?
That's beautiful. Mine is pretty simple. We were just like headed back the other day from the trip and stuff like that, and I was like, you know what? I love when my eating schedule gets a little bit off, because then it can justify, if I have like a late lunch, it justifies me just like snacking for dinner. And so for dinner, I had Freddy's frozen custard, chocolate vanilla swirl, and a large fries, which is just like they have like these thin little fries, and they're so good, and they're so like they've got like so much salt and pepper on them. It's so good. I love them so much. Yum. But yeah, they I remember I went to Freddy's one time, and like I was like, yeah, can I just get like a black and white like whatever, which is like another word for chocolate vanilla swirl.
Mhm.
And so I was like, can I get a black and white? And whatever it's called, ice cream. That's the word. They're like, oh, what do you mean? It's like, oh, just like a chocolate and vanilla, just like swirl. He's like, oh, you mean a half and half? Like, I don't know your terms, man. Just give me the ice cream. You know what it is. You know what's a half and half. You don't have to ask me, a half and half. You know, I don't know it's a half and half. Anyway, that's
some version of that happened to me recently. Oh, at a bike shop. I came in, I have like a headlight and a tail light that the cable on it is broken, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. He was like, I think you might be able to fix this yourself if you just do X, Y, Z. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Do you have like bike tape so that I could like tape the cable back to the frame of the bike? He was like, bike tape? I was like, handlebar tape. He was like, oh, that's in the shop next door. I was like, what? Is that so far away from each other that you can't imagine what I meant by bike tape? Get out of here. My God.
He knew. I'm sorry.
But I feel like
he just wanted to make you work for it.
Yeah. Dudes who work at bike shops have to act like that contractually.
It's actually part of the contract. That's
part of the contract. Yeah. They have to be like a little bit mean to everybody.
You got to earn biking. You got to earn being a biker.
Right. You have to, yeah.
You got to get your contract because you got to learn how to piss off everybody, both driver and walker in the city.
Well, yeah, it's a full-time job, you know?
It is a full-time job. It's so sad because so many dear people in my life use bikes, and everybody in the world hates bicycle riders, hates them.
It's really
true. So sad.
But New York, way less than, I mean, people might have hate in their hearts, but like the structure of New York really does support bikers more than a lot of other places.
They don't express it. A lot of New Yorkers, I think, feel it from what I can tell.
I love being an undercover person in those conversations where they're like, oh my God, I hate when bikers, blah, rah, 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 rah. And I'm like, actually, it's much safer if a biker did da 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 than da 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 da. Have you ever considered that? And they're like, shut the fuck up.
Yep. Like, you're in walking territory. This is our land. Get out. Exactly.
You're behind enemy lines.
You're in a house. Can't bring your bike in here. But anyway. All right. We have a submission from a viewer.
Yeah, it's a very silly one.
Perfect.
Hey, divas.
Hi, diva.
The subject of this email is how the sausage depression meal is made. We love. Hey, divas. Good. My name is Ain, pronounced like rain. Sorry, this is a bit long, but I feel the context is important. I believe you. Okay. My depression meal was I love a theatrical writer. I'm a sucker.
It's like cookbooks. You got to give them the story.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. My depression meal was a hot dog gone wrong. Ooh. I want like film noir music playing. It was meant to be a fancy one, a German sausage with New Zealand cheddar inside. Oh, inside the hot dog. But I was dog sitting a golden retriever who is used to having 5 people to cycle through for attention. And I'm currently preparing to move house. So I was so tired, I didn't want to put the grill on. I don't understand how those things are related, but I didn't have anything else to eat. So I put it in the microwave until I heard the cheddar chunks boiling. Great context, Liz.
Okay.
That seemed like the point I wouldn't get salmonella, ? Yeah. I think so.
The noir is really selling this right now, by the way. This is in my brain. I have like the trumpet, that and then like you have like a cigarette. He's like telling this from the corner. He's like, I remember I was around a dog who got too much attention and I couldn't follow up. And then I heard the cheddar cheese chunks as they went off in the microwave.
That seemed like the point I wouldn't get salmonella. I also couldn't be bothered. Right? I also couldn't be bothered going out to get a proper hot dog bun. So I used a panini.
We all been there. Don't say you haven't.
The bread fell apart as I ate, desperately trying to keep it all together. It was hard to eat because the sausage was still kind of chewy and I really had to bite down to get the pieces off. But the cheddar tasted good.
Always, never doubt the cheddar.
I'll let you both know if I ended up in hospital. Keep bringing joy, divas.
Reply, update, died.
Sent from my sister.
Exactly. Hey, sisters died. Oh my God. That's beautiful. Best of luck.
Yeah. In 8th grade, I had like an English class and a composition class. And like Writing was really big at my school. Didn't learn anything about history, truly nothing about history.
Me neither.
Great writing education. And in 8th grade, we had an assignment called Explode the Moment, where like you write about some event that happened, but you like explode all of the details and like make it happen in slow motion. I feel like that's what this is.
My entire YouTube career.
Right. Like ultimately this person microwaved a hot dog and didn't have a hot dog bun. And yet we got an entire short story about it. Yeah.
And I was captivated, baby. I need to learn more. I need to learn from this person when presenting my depression meals.
Honestly. Yeah. Well done. Thank you so much.
Good for them.
We love.
I hope you're taking your creative writing course, or you are, or going into that,
or teaching a creative writing course. Honestly,
or teaching creative writing. Yeah, I always assume that the people that send in questionnaires are on the younger side of our audience, but like there's people our age that ask stuff. If you do, please do. It'd be nice. It'd be a good refresher.
I know they're just teaching a creative. They're in 12th grade teaching creative writing to 8th graders.
They're actually the dean. They're in 12th grade, but they're really advanced for their age.
Really advanced. The dean stepped down and they did it sort of a call.
They're like, you know what? You need this.
Up.
And everyone clapped.
Yeah. They were like, no, it makes sense.
And then One Direction showed up and they said, we're adopting you.
And then Justin Bieber said, one less lonely girl.
Lonely girl. One less lonely creative writer.
Yeah. Exactly. Wow. I remember that. And we just successfully exploded the moment. Well done. That's for you, Miss Lasley, 8th grade composition teacher.
Exactly.
Okay. Are you ready for
something maybe more serious? Maybe not. We'll see.
I think it was meant to be serious, but unfortunately, it does make me laugh.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, then in that case, it's time for Q&A with Queer and Gay. I'm gay.
And I'm queer. And I like to think of, I actually just had a visualization of like poetry slam and somebody's on like the congas and has a beret on, and like we get a little
the bongos?
Like bongos. That's what I meant. Well,
the congas.
It could be congas too.
Are the congas a
I think the bongos are the little, and the congo. Yeah. The congas. I didn't sleep with this many percussionists to not know the name of drums.
Oh my God. Conga, not Congo. That's where I got
that's
wrong.
A country.
That's where I got
country.
Wrong.
Congas.
That's the country.
Maybe I said Congo. Sorry about that.
No, you said congas. I'm stupid.
No, Blake. I'm stupid.
No, I'm stupid. Anyway, continue.
Okay. Q&A. Hi, divas! 9 exclamation marks.
Hi, diva.
Also, please. Immediately. Also, please ignore email address. It's my dead name and I'm lazy. Oh, I probably won't read that. Never mind. Hi,
we
divas!
don't read emails addresses.
That's fine. Anyway, love. Second line down. Anyway, my name is Jordan. I go by they, them. I'm going to give a bit of context. So I had a tennis tournament the same day. I had just an absolutely horrendous day. And I really didn't want to go, I guess, to the tennis tournament. I went anyway because I didn't want to be shamed. Well, shame is an emotion of our own making. After the first match, I went into the bathroom and had a little mental breakdown. So my question is, how do you come back from crying alone in a bathroom and wishing you had never been born to a social setting with people literally there to judge you on your ability?
Well, alcohol certainly helps, but I don't think you're at the age where I can recommend that.
I'm so sorry to laugh at this. It's because it's so relatable. It's
so
because
grand.
it's like
it's exploding the moment for sure.
This will just continue to happen to you, and like not like you specifically, but like all of us. Like this is so
human. It's a
funny
human
to
experience.
Me.
It's the human experience to nevertheless she persisted.
Oh my God. To like get a cry out in the car, look at your eyeballs and be like, all right, on to the baby shower. Like it's just so humiliating to be alive and be a human and have feelings.
We've all been there.
Oh my God.
That's so true.
But you just have to feel, there's no secret. There's no trick. There's no secret. You do have to feel the feelings. So good job on you doing that. You should not shove them down because they will come out sideways somehow.
If you're at a tennis tournament, though, I will assume that you are a little bit younger, probably in high school. And with that, I will say that your hormones will also regulate a little bit more as you get older. God willing.
I know it
sounds so, I don't mean to be dismissive about this at all. It truly is like, that's just being in high school, baby.
It's just because we've all been there and we like see our younger selves in this story. And like, the desperation to be like, how do I just make it from one moment to the next? It's like and
then you watch when you're older and you're like, oh dude, whoa, tip of the iceberg, you're fine. Like you're going to be fine.
Actually way sadder things and way happier things that are going to happen. Buckle up.
I think that's the thing. I think that is actually kind of the cool part about getting older is that the spectrum of potential things that can happen is so much wider. When I was in high school, it was very kept in the middle. Like it was very good days were fine. Bad days were like not really ever that bad. As I got older, 20s, more so than 30s, I'd say 20s, especially the scale, huge. My good days were the best thing in the world. My bad days were devastating.
Yeah. For me, that really only started in my 30s. Cause I think I was like trying to keep it buttoned up for a really long time.
Sure.
And then I've been more loosey goosey and it makes the highs higher. In order to experience the actual low of the lows, it makes the highs so much higher.
You have to experience the grand highs of high school football. The thrilling highs of high school. What's that line from Riverdale? It seems like you haven't experienced the thrilling highs of high school football or the thrilling highs and lows of high school football.
Right, exactly. The thrilling highs and lows of a tennis match when you feel awful already. I mean,
God, that sucks. Did they say why they felt bad? They just didn't want to go?
I have anxiety and depression. Bad days hit hard. That was like a little parenthetical.
I see. Well, then I feel like you probably know also having anxiety. I feel like, you, the listener, you probably know like having anxiety that it comes in waves. And like, God, nothing is better than that come down from an anxiety spiral. Oh my God. You get so sleepy and it's so nice. It is. Although that sucks at a tennis tournament. So
it does when you're like
I also will say
facing.
if you're in a physical environment though, I feel like you could, athletes, maybe it's different. I don't think it is though. Because singers, we talk about this, nerves before a show. We're like, it's not nerves, it's energy. And so like you could try to, granted, this is a completely different thing. This is mental. This is like chemical. Like I understand. You could at least attempt, if you wanted, to try to see this anxiety and this balled up stuff as energy that is being built within you and to filter it and to, I'm trying to think of what the word is. I guess filter it or something.
Funnel
not
it.
Transform it. I almost had the word. Tunnel it, I guess, maybe. Yeah.
Funnel with an F.
Funnel it. Yeah. I think funnel might have been the word, but to put it through, in a way that can be used to your advantage, like put more in there or something, like you have a little bit of extra oomph in there, a little extra spice in your swing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think you you learn how to like transform it and like, you feel it regardless, but then I think as you get older, it becomes easier to like, I don't know, like sift through it and be like, okay, this is based in reality. This is based in hormones. This is based in my anxiety. This is based in like something that happened to me yesterday. And this is something that I can like transform into something else. And this is something I can talk to my friends about. And so you can kind of like, make it explode into a lot of little pieces and you can like address those little pieces one at a time rather than this like big iceberg of like feelings.
Yeah.
But that being said,
you can concentrate it into something. That's what I was trying to think of the word. You can concentrate the energy into something that like can be used productively in a way.
Yeah.
But yes, I agree. I agree with what you're saying.
I had terrible PMS and like sent cry voice memos to two of my friends. Shout out the real ones who've heard me cry on voice memos. And it just feels so real. And like, you need to share it with people. And then you like listen to it back and you're like, wow, that moment was really real. And I don't feel that way anymore. But like,
yep,
you can't pretend like it's not real.
Yeah.
Because then you just gaslight yourself and you feel worse.
Exactly.
So
the standard, it gets better, you're valid.
It gets better, you're valid. And like, I hope that with time and perspective, you can find humor. Cause like, it's not that neither of us have cried in a public bathroom and then like had to go to an audition or something. We definitely have. It's just that it's happened so much now that we're like, oh boy, yeah, I've been there.
And it's just that later it is kind of funny.
Yeah. Right. You like come out of the bathroom and you laugh to your friends and you're like, guys, I was just crying in the bathroom. Can you believe it?
Yeah, it's just like right now it feels devastating, and like 5 years from now you'll be able to tell the story and like to your friends and be like, oh my god, like when I had a full Minty Bee in the back in the bathroom,
Minty Bee,
and then I was like, well, I'm
tennis.
gonna go work on my forearm now. You know,
being a human is humiliating, but thanks for sharing,
and that's kind of the fun part.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for these submissions. You can always submit Q&As and depression meals via Gmail at keepmeyoungpod@gmail.com, on Instagram at keepmeyoungpod, and on comments on our YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcast comment sections. We would love to read them. Yep, we do love to read them. We don't always respond, but we always read. We do. It's great to see them and great to hear from you. Yes. And then please give us 5 stars on or rate us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And then please like and subscribe and share on YouTube. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks. And with that, we'll leave you. And with that, with first of all, this is Keeping Young. I'm Blake. Oh, oops. And I'm Heather. Hee hee. There you go. And now Heather will leave us with this beautiful drop of wisdom. Birthdays always age with youth. Okay, so Instagram, I feel like Instagram under caption needs to be birthdays always age with youth. Yeah. With like a bunch of star emojis. I haven't done a birthday post yet. I probably should do like a birthdays always age with youth sparkle or something. You have to. Disco ball. Yeah. The pink bow. Beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful. Incredible. Everybody wish Blake happy birthday. Well, happy birthday, again. Everyone watching. Okay, happy birthday, everybody. Love you. Bye. Yeah, bye. Beautiful.